So, friends, today in the last session, Sunday, we were able to do only meditation because we are in a workshop. And next Sunday again, I'll be in London, UK. It's a full day program, so it will be only meditation next week as well. So this week is for question and answers. You can introduce yourself, what you are, where you are from, then you can go ahead.
Sure, sir. I'm Chandra. I'm from Melbourne. My question is, sir, I was going through your videos. I went through the one of the video which says about the meditation and mindfulness. You explain like how the meditation is different from the mindfulness. Is there any exclusive process that can use to improve the mindfulness, increase the mindfulness, sir, other than the meditation, or the meditation itself, help us to increase or improve the mindfulness?
Okay, so your question is specifically about, is there any techniques you can follow to increase the mindfulness?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. See, mindfulness is a natural byproduct of meditation, number one. And number two, you can deliberately make an attempt to be mindful. So the more you practice deliberate mindfulness, the more deeper you go into meditation. So both help each other. So the practice of meditation helps in mindfulness, the practice of mindfulness helps in meditation. So now coming back to your question, how to deliberately practice mindfulness? Is there any tips and techniques? Very simple. You know what is mindfulness. Whatever you do, you are fully focused on that. Your body and mind in one place, right? So for example, you are cutting vegetables. Your focus is only on cutting vegetables. You are not thinking about your job. You're not thinking about your bank balance. You're not thinking about future. You're just fully immersed in whatever the activity you are doing. So one of the best ways to deliberately practice mindfulness is to bring the awareness on your natural breath. Your eyes are open. Your eyes are open. Your mind is fully focused on the activity, but simultaneously you're observing the breath. So every moment you observe the breath and simultaneously you're focusing on the work, the mindfulness happens very naturally and also very easily. Okay, so the technique here is to bring your awareness back to your breath. So, for example, okay, you are, for example, cleaning the house. So, while you are cleaning the house, you want to do mindfully, but without your control, naturally you start thinking. So, that moment you notice that, oh, these thoughts are coming, then bring your attention to the breath.
Okay.
Okay. The same way, when you are taking shower. So, when you're taking shower, you have to take mindful shower. So when you're taking shower, that means you are fully focused on how the water is, touching your skin and how your aura is getting cleansed, how you are feeling refreshed. So you are totally within the body. Your awareness is in the body and the shower and how you feel. So that is mindfulness, total mindfulness of the shower. But in case if you are thinking something, then bring your awareness to the breath. So the more you bring awareness to the breath, the more naturally you become mindful because breath is happening in the present moment. Mindfulness, in other words, means living in the present moment totally. Living in the present moment totally. So when you live in the present moment, then naturally you are mindful because mind always exists in the past or in the future. When you totally live in the present moment, naturally you are mindful. You got it?
Yeah, especially when we are doing these IT jobs, like we have to sit in the computer for like very long hours. After some time, like I feel like my mind is not on the work. It's just going here and there. Then just always struggling to bring it back. I'll follow that. Thanks so much.
You can practice mindfulness while you are sitting in front of the computer. You are watching the screen and simultaneously you are observing the breath. So that is mindfulness. So every time you observe your breath, every time you come to the present moment, naturally mindfulness happens.
All right. Sure.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
So next question, Kalpana.
Namaskaram andi. I'm
Yes,
I'm
madam.
Telangana, Karimnagar. మీ క్లాసెస్ మాకు తెలుగులో కావాలండి. మీ మెడిటేషన్ మీ క్లాసెస్ అన్ని మాకు తెలుగులో కావాలి రిక్వెస్ట్ చేశారు. మిమ్మల్ని లడక్ లో చూశాను నేను ఒకసారి క్లాస్ కాసేపు 10 నిమిషాలు కూర్చున్నాను. నేను నవకాంత్ వాళ్ళ టీమ్ తో వచ్చా. మిమ్మల్ని ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఫాలో అవుతున్నా ఇందులో. ఆ, మీరు ఇండియాలో చాలా టైం తక్కువ క్లాసెస్ అవి ఏమి ఉండవు కదండి. ఇందులోనే యూట్యూబ్ లోనే చూస్తున్నా. మీ క్లాసెస్ మాకు తెలుగులో కావాలని రిక్వెస్ట్, స్మాల్ రిక్వెస్ట్.
ఎస్ మేడం, డెఫినెట్గా తెలుగులో క్లాసెస్ త్వరలో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాము. అండ్ ఈ బ్రెత్ ఎనర్జీ హెల్త్ ఫౌండేషన్ కూడా తిరుపతిలో మేజర్ ఆపరేషన్స్, రీసెర్చ్ ఆపరేషన్స్ కింద యూనివర్సిటీస్తో టైఅప్ అయి చేస్తున్నాము. ఆన్లైన్లో కూడా త్వరగా లాంచ్ అవుతుంది. అతి
అండ్
త్వరలో
మోర్ ఓవర్,
అతి త్వరలో మీకు వస్తుంది కబురు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. స్మాల్ క్వశ్చన్. మనము మెడిటేషన్ కని అవర్స్ కూర్చోకపోయినా కూడా మనం చేసే వర్క్ ని బ్రెత్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి చేస్తే మనం మెడిటేషన్ లో ఉన్నట్టేనా?
ఓకే, సో I'll translate for the people who don't understand Telugu. So she's Kalpana from Telangana, and she is requesting for the classes in Telugu. So I told her that yes, the Breath Energy Health Foundation is going to do a major activity. We are going to have centers in Tirupati city, and slowly we might expand. But online class, yes, we will soon launch. But when exact dates, we will be announced. But the Telugu sessions will start. So that is the first point. So the second question she asked is it necessary to sit hours together for meditation, or we can have a quality meditation in a short period of time? Is it correct? Is that your question?
సేమ్ కూర్చోకపోయినా 1 hours కొద్ది కూర్చోకపోయినా మనం చేస్తున్న వర్క్ టైమ్ లో బ్రెత్ ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి ప్రెసెంట్ లో ఉంటే
Okay. So if
మనం
you simply practice mindfulness, like whatever the work you're doing, you're just observing the breath, and you're not doing hours together of meditation, is it enough? So that is a question. So the answer is very simple. Meditation has its own benefits, mindfulness has its own benefits, right? So both are complementary, both are necessary. It cannot be substituted. I would rather say the practice of meditation, the effect of meditation can be seen in your awareness, how aware you are in any work you do, how mindful you are when you're doing any work. So the root, if you want to change the inner, it is like our system. We are a very complicated system, a very complex system, not complicated, very complex system. So we are a very, very complex system. And for the people who are working in IT, you understand that there is a screen and you don't like the screen, you don't like how the UI user interface is looking. Then you change the code. When you change the code, then the user interface changes. So if you don't like what is in the screen, then you have to change the code. So when the code changes, then the screen changes. Similarly, when you change from within, then the outer changes. Okay, so you're not comfortable with your life, you're not happy with your life. So then change within. So meditation is a process where the change happens from within. Okay. So the more you do meditation, the more the transformation happens. And the more the changes in your outer life, the real life happens. So the simple answer is practice of mindfulness helps you to be effective in whatever you are doing. Number one. Whatever the job you do mindfully, you will be effective in that job. And practice of meditation also helps you not to get tired. Because the more you do meditation, the more you conserve the energy. So when you do any activity mindfully, you don't get tired. And when you practice mindfulness, you will be efficient in whatever you're doing. But meditation is fundamentally for transformation, is from the change within. So both are equally important. I would say first meditation and then mindfulness. Okay.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
And since Kalpana ji is asking for a Telugu session, today, incidentally, we are launching a Tamil channel today. Okay, so there is the Breath Energy Health Foundation is launching a Tamil channel because that's been a request for many months, because There are a lot of Tamil speaking people in many countries. Officially, there are more than 68 countries where Tamil is spoken. So it's all because of the Sri Lankan Tamils getting settled because of war, because of so many years of oppression and civil war. So these Tamil people have migrated to more than 68 countries. And those countries, they are officially they're speaking, not the country officially, but they are people who are speaking Tamil. So today will be the launch, and the name of the channel will be Jnana Tamil, which means Jnana means wisdom. So wisdom Tamil. And so it will be launched in the channel Jnana Tamil, and that is the BEHF initiative, Breath Energy Health Foundation's initiative. And today will be the official launch, 9 p.m. And soon we'll be launching Telugu, in the sequence first Telugu, and at some point of time Hindi. Right, so we will get to that. And also there's other amazing, wonderful projects we are going to launch. So the next immediate project we are going to launch is in the month of June, the TOT program, Training of Teachers program. So it will be a 6 months program where weekly there will be 2 sessions online, Sunday and Monday. So 2 sessions online in the night. We'll send all the details to you in the group, in the Pradeep Vijay Spiritual Sangha group. We'll give you all the details. But I'm just making a quick announcement. So the training of teachers program will start from June 15th and will finish by end of December. So for 5 months, it will be an online program with homeworks and assignments and all the things. And then there will be a 21 days of physical retreat. So where you will go through 21 days of intense meditation, mauna and sadhana. So that gives you a complete training of the teachers program. So towards the end of the program, you'll be given a certificate as a trained meditation teacher, so that you can teach meditation officially in your nearby schools or colleges or corporates, wherever you feel it's appropriate. Right. So it's going to be a donation-based program where you will be enrolled, and once you finish the online segment, then you are encouraged to donate for the foundation, but there is no fees. Okay, so it's like a gift. And the online program is about 5 months, I said, and the physical program will be into 2 slots, 7 days retreat and then 14 days retreat. So 7 days and 14 days will be 2 segments. So more we'll announce it later. And also the other program we want to launch is, in Mumbai workshop, I promised a free retreat. So for the next Guru Purnima, we are going to do a free retreat in the Agastya Ashram. It's a 5 days program. It's a 5 days silence and intense meditation and wisdom retreat. So people who attend this Guru Purnima program, so that 5 days will be counted as part of their program. Okay. So these are all the announcements you will be getting in the WhatsApp group sooner or later. So you can mark your calendar for the Guru Purnima, 5 days. It will be a gift from BEHF, Breath Energy Health Foundation. And also, in one more announcement, we are going to start our operations in United Kingdom. So when I'm visiting UK, so this is for the people who are living in UK. So first, we are going to create the ground team. We want to create a solid base with all the like-minded people coming together, and then we will start the foundation in UK. And simultaneously, next month, I'm traveling to Sri Lanka as well for a site visit. So we'll be starting an ashram in Sri Lanka. So these are the upcoming projects of Breath Energy Health Foundation. Okay. So now let's go to the question. I can go on with all the programs, but let us go with the questions. Okay. So next, Amara.
Namaste.
Yes,
My
madam.
name is Amar. My name is Amara. I'm from Finland. I've been trying to do meditation for more than a month. So based on this, I have some doubts. I would like to get it clarified from you. Um, Initially, it was difficult for me to meditate with the legs crossed, and then I used to stretch my legs often. And then about the thoughts, they come and go. Then I started to sleep, leaning forward, and then once everything got control, when my eyes was closed, I could see one of few times I experienced this. I could see literally a movie where I was standing and someone was conversing with me. I was talking, and at that point of time I could
Can you
clearly,
keep your question simple, straight? What is the core
yeah,
question? You can just ask one by one, because if you're telling story, I cannot respond to you. So go like a
okay,
bullet. Question straight to the point.
yeah. So I was talking and conversing. At that point of time I was clear what I was talking, but when I opened my eyes I could not recall what has happened. So does this happen in meditation?
Okay, so is that your first question?
Yeah,
Okay. So in meditation, you felt like you are having a dialogue, but after you open your eyes, you cannot recollect that conversation you
yeah,
had within your own
yeah.
self.
Yes, I was clear at that point of time. I was clear what I was talking, but when I opened my eyes, I couldn't recall at all what has happened.
Okay, that is natural. That is perfect.
Okay,
Okay, so you don't need to consciously remember what you're talking, but what is really needed for you will be remembered by your own higher self. So don't bother about it.
okay,
Okay.
yeah. And the next question is, when I sit for meditation, sometimes I'm completely lost, and then when I open my eyes, I find that the time has passed. So I was thinking like what my body was doing at that time, where I was.
Okay. What will you do knowing this?
No, because I'm just sitting. I just wanted to know.
See, there are so many things happens behind the screens. Okay. You just take the example of a movie. In the movie, there are, like, for example, 10 actors, or altogether, there are some 40 actors in the movie. But there are almost 400 people working behind the screens to produce that movie. Yes? The technicians, the cameraman, the light man, the assistants. Okay. There's so many things happens behind the screen. So in meditation, when you're sitting in meditation, what you're doing is you are just closing your eyes and you're observing the breath. When you're closing your eyes and observing the breath, in simple terms, you're becoming mindful of your breath. You're becoming aware of your breath. So your inner journey begins because your breath goes within. Your breath is a tool which takes you inside. So it is not, when I say inside, it is not the inside of your body. It is inner, because we have 7 bodies, and the last body you see is the physical body. But there are other 6 subtle bodies. So there's so many things which happens in the subtle bodies, which you are not consciously aware of. So don't try to analyze it. So there's a golden rule. Don't analyze any dream experiences. Don't analyze any meditation experiences. So don't analyze any life experiences. In life, we go through so many things. So you don't need to analyze why it happened, why me. No, past is past. Move forward. Learn the lessons and move forward. So don't analyze meditation experiences also. If you want to know, if you are really concerned, that is that meditation really helping you or not, are you doing the right meditation or not? If you that should be your main question. So then focus on how you're transforming in your day-to-day life, in your practical life. So spirituality is meant for improvement in your practical life, in your day-to-day life. Your thoughts are changing. Your thoughts are no more negative. Okay, your words are no more negative. You are not speaking unnecessarily. And then you are not losing energy. You are active. You are healthy. And every day there is improvement. Nothing happens overnight, but every day there is improvement in your life. There is a betterment in your life. You are becoming a better version. Every day you're becoming a better version of yourself. Of course, there are ups and downs. Some days you are very calm, and some days you are angry. And some days you are emotionally up, some days you are emotionally down. In spite of all the ups and downs, there is a certain calmness within you. There is a certain peace within you. So that means there is something is happening. You are becoming a better version of yourself. So there is a progress. So your practical life is a real indicator in your spiritual progress, in your spiritual journey. So in my own example, in the beginning days, I just close my eyes and observe the breath. And within few days, within 2-3 days, a shift in the consciousness happened. And immediately I became a vegetarian. And then all my identities disappeared. Like I used to think I'm a male, I'm an engineer, I'm from India, I'm this, I'm that. So all those identities slowly started, um, you know, falling apart. And then I started to realize that I'm a pure consciousness. So all these things happened within the first 1 week. So after the 1 week of meditation, when I close my eyes, I go beyond time and space, which simply means I cannot feel the time, I cannot feel the space around. So I go beyond time and space. Even 2 hours of meditation appears to be just like 20 minutes. So going beyond time and space is a natural phenomenon in meditation, because the more you meditate, the more your mind becomes empty. The more your mind becomes empty, the more you go beyond time and space. So it is a very sweet spot to be in, right? So that is perfectly fine. And where you are, yes, of course, you are in the body, but your awareness is on the subtle level. Your awareness on the metaphysical, subtle levels. You might be in the other dimensions, or you might be in the same space, but you are more active in the emotional body or in the mental body. So you don't need, but when you come back, your mind cannot comprehend. Why your mind cannot comprehend is a very simple reason, because the physical frequency is a low frequency. Compared to the higher worlds, the physical frequency is a low frequency. So a low frequency cannot comprehend a higher frequency. Okay. So don't try to analyze with the mind what is happening, but you use the mind to see how your life is progressing. You got it?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So next one, Lakshmi Ilango.
Yeah. Hello, sir. I am Lakshmi. I'm from Bangalore. So first of all, thank you so much for the announcements. I'm really happy that Jnana Tamil YouTube channel is getting launched, and also really excited for the teachers training program. So thank you so much for those announcements. And I have a question on ego. Right. So usually in our day-to-day life, ego is playing a vital role. So in terms of our personal life, in between relationships and your workplace, right? So while taking decisions, in so many places, ego is placing a vital role. And on the other hand, what we are saying in the spiritual path is we have to zero down the ego, right? So both are like contrast. So I'm pretty confused. Do we need to really zero down the ego completely, or
No,
sometimes we are identifying with our
no, actually,
title? And
okay. So it is a misconception it is a misunderstanding by many people who are in the spiritual journey. They say ego is bad. We need to zero on the ego. See, the disappearing of ego or the transformation of ego should happen naturally. But when you try to force it, it's going to bounce back and only frustration remains. So, zeroing the ego or letting go of the ego should not be the goal. Educating the ego should be the goal. We all have ego. Ego is there, to survive on the physical plane. You survive with the ego as a medium, right? Ego is all about, see, any concept in spirituality you have to understand from multi dimensions, from multiple viewpoints. Then you will have a comprehensive understanding. Okay, so what is ego? One viewpoint. What is ego? Ego is nothing but the identity. Identity as me, that I. Your identity in the physical body is ego. Your identity on the planet Earth, when you are in the physical body, is ego. Like whatever you think and feel about you is the ego. Right? So that is one point of view. And then simultaneously, another point of understanding is ego is nothing but ignorance and arrogance. Because whatever you think about you, you are more than that. So you are ignorant about yourself. And then with that ignorance comes arrogance. So ego, in other words, is nothing but ignorance and arrogance. That is another point of view. Or let us take another point of view, where you are in your workplace. Okay, you meditate first thing in the morning, you meditate, and then you are like, okay, you are happy in your soul space. Okay, so then you go to the work, and then naturally, you are happy, bubbly, and you are doing your work. And then naturally, your colleagues might feel jealous about you. How come she's all happy and she's able to do all the work? So let us create some mischief or let us create some trouble. So they might start doing some political things, or they might do something which may not be in alignment with your happy life. You might get irritated, you might get frustrated. So at the time, you cannot smile back at them and say, you are a soul, I am a soul, let us work together. You can speak like that, but they won't understand that language. Right? So at that time, you have to respond the way they understand. So that time, even though you know deep down you're a soul, but since you are in the office, you stick on to the office ethics, and then you shoot a mail at them and say, okay, no nonsense, stick on to the work. Right? So when you say no nonsense, who am I? Stick on to the work. So you are using your ego there in the workplace. You are deliberately using your ego. If somebody is trying to irritate you, you cannot say that, okay, I'm a soul, I'm a gentle soul, I'm in the process of emptying my ego. You can irritate more. I will try to be cool. And if you say that you are giving an open invitation for everybody to come and irritate you.
Right.
So that is not going to work. So this way of understanding is deep down deep down you know that you are pure consciousness, and deep down everybody is consciousness. But in that moment you are acting. This is a play. As Shakespeare said, the whole world is a stage. We do our part, we strut and fume, do our part and depart. So this is a grand understanding. So that means even though you are egoistic, but you are aware of your ego. So that liberates you. You are egoistic, right? No doubt you are egoistic. And ego is not something bad. Ego is needed to operate in the physical world, right? You need an identity. You need a certain energy to operate. So ego is not bad. Ego is good on the physical world, but you have to balance it equally by remembering the truth that you are pure consciousness. You are more than that. The world is a drama. In the relationships also, right? The husband irritates the wife irritates the husband. Naturally, when they quarrel on the point, I am no less than you. This is the main quarrel of every husband wife. I am no less than you. Okay? So it's all a ego game. Relationships is a pure ego game. Especially the husband-wife relationship is a pure ego game. No husband wants to surrender to the wife, and no wife wants to surrender to the husband. But the husband says, I surrender to you because he needs the next meal. The wife says, I surrender to you because she needs permission for shopping and holiday or to attend the retreats. So it's all an ego game. It's a pure game, right? So how do you balance it? Yeah, when it comes to fight happily. But when it comes to compromise, immediately compromise, knowing that the other person is helping in your journey. Okay, so that is how you balance life. So this is paradox. You need ego for your evolution. Remember this point. Very, very important point. It is only through ego you evolve. It is only through your ego you evolve in your soul evolution. But when it reaches a certain point where you are saturated in your evolution, so that moment, ego is no more serving your purpose. So that moment you drop the ego. So until you reach that moment, ego is necessary. Then how you handle the ego? Constantly educate the ego. So whenever you are feeling egoistic, you educate your ego. How do you educate the ego? Very simple. Remind yourself that you are acting out of ignorance and you are acting out of arrogance. That's all. So as long as you remind yourself, you are educating yourself. Okay.
So
So
awareness is the
I have given you multiple viewpoints, and all these viewpoints put together, you will understand what ego is.
yeah, got it. And also awareness is a key to handle ego, and also the uh, level of ego what we have, and we are not um, we are not tied with the ego, but we are taking ego as a factor in terms of while playing the roles. So if we are aware about that, then I think that is a
See,
good state.
when you're fighting, you fight to the fullest. When you're fighting, fight to the fullest. Okay. Don't think, don't look back. Fight, kick, do whatever you want. But the next moment, once you finish the fight, the next moment you should be aware of it. You start with that.
Okay.
You start with that. So the response, you try to reduce the response time. Okay. You try to increase the reaction time
Okay.
and reduce the response time. So then that means you are slowly educating the ego. And very naturally, the more and more you practice meditation, the more and more you practice mindfulness, very naturally you come out of all the limited understanding. So very naturally you will come out of all the false identities. Ego, in other words, means false identity. It's not your true identity, it's your false identity. So once your identity is false, all the actions you will be doing eventually will be false. And through that false, you'll be doing many mistakes. And through the mistakes, you'll learn many lessons.
Okay.
So that's why I said ego is very much necessary for your evolution. So remember this word. Remember this word. There is no need to empty the ego. There is no need to kill the ego. Just educate the ego. Now and then educate the ego. That's all.
Okay. Sure, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. So next one is Sarojini.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
I'm
madam.
Sarojini from Florida. Thank you so much for Jnanatamal and TOT program launch. I want you to consider the TOT program for us, those who are in abroad, on weekends, because my Sunday night and Monday night is not possible for us. That's what my concern is. So I want you to
See, it is going to be in the Zoom session, online session. So what you can do is once you register and you are part of the WhatsApp group, so you will be sent the recordings as well. So even if you cannot join on that particular day, you can watch the video the next day. And as long as you are doing the homeworks, the projects, and you are participating, at least, there will be frequent, what we call it as community building program. So like once in a month, we will be having country-wise discussions. So that time, if you're able to present your project work, if you're able to present your assignments and homeworks, that is good enough. So don't worry about the time. With the digital world, that is taken care.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's what my concern is. And I have one question, sir. Can I go with the question?
Yeah.
So we know that we are planning our life, everything. So what about the name? Whether the soul chose the name of the...
Yes, definitely. The soul chooses that this is the name I should be called, because name is when somebody calls you with the name. So that name it's a sound, it's a vibration. So every time somebody calls you, your soul reminds you that, yeah, you have to live that. Okay. So name is a very important factor. And sometimes you say, oh, my parents chose a stupid name. No, it's not a stupid name. You have influenced your parents to choose that name.
Okay. So is there any reason behind the name? Or
Very simple. I told you just now. It is vibration. It is frequency, vibration, energy.
so we should call with the full name, not for example.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't
Because you
matter.
said it's vibration, right? That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. So if you can call the full name, it's well and good, but it is not necessary to always call the full name. The first name carries its vibration, own vibration. The last name carries its own vibration. So the first name and the last name, if you're calling it together, it has a certain combination of vibration. It is like,
Okay.
sodium and chloride. Sodium chloride together becomes NaCl, salt. It has a different properties. Okay. So same way, sodium phosphate. Sodium on its own is a different quality. Phosphate, phosphorus is a different quality. So when you mix it, it's a different combination. So the soul chooses the first name vibration and the last name vibration, and together a different vibration. So how you call definitely impacts.
Okay, sir. Because this question arises in my daughter's class. The teacher asked the students, what's the meaning of your name, and is there any reason behind the name? So my
It's a
daughter
good
asked
question.
me.
Do you know the meaning of your name?
Yes, sir. There is
So what is the
a
meaning?
story behind my name. Actually, not
Okay, so we don't want the story. We want only the
yeah.
meaning.
So no, I don't know the meaning of my name. My name is
Okay.
Sarojini. That's it I know, but I have a story behind the name. That's it.
Okay, so you have an assignment to know the meaning of your name.
Okay, sir. I'll try. If it is not, I will come back to you.
Yes. I mean, don't expect me to decode the meaning, but try to ask the language experts.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So next, Jivika.
So I'm Jivika. Can you hear me? I'm
Yes.
Jivika. I'm from Tamil Nadu. My question is I'm trying to accept the situation, uh, filling my thoughts with positive thoughts, positive things. But at some point of time, I'm losing myself. I have more negative thoughts, and I feel hopeless.
Who asked you to fill it?
So,
who asked you to fill the positive thoughts
like
in the place of negative thoughts? Who asked you to do that?
To be active, to be happy.
To be active, to be happy, you don't need to change the thoughts. So it is like this. If you want to replace your old negative thoughts, you are having negative thoughts and disastrous thoughts, and you don't want those kind of thoughts, then do meditation, practice mindfulness, read books. Very naturally, your thoughts are transformed. You cannot use your mind to change the thoughts. That will be a very superficial effort. If you want real transformation, then focus on meditation, focus on mindfulness, focus on reading books, focus on seva. Then your thought pattern will change. Affirmations and all those things helps only on the superficial level. But the real transformation, the transformation from within happens through meditation, mindfulness, and seva.
My emotional state is swimming, from positive.
It is
negative,
natural,
positive.
Baba. It is natural for every person who is not regular in the meditation. It is naturally so. So for the people who are sick, only they go to the doctor. For the people who are healthy, they don't go to the doctor. So meditation is needed for the people whose emotions are swinging. So since your emotions are swinging, the meditation is the need of the hour. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Get into practice, get into sadhana. That is the answer. Don't waste your time thinking. If you notice any negative thoughts, immediately close your eyes and sit and be with your breath. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Focus on sadhana, sadhana, sadhana. Okay? Sadhana means practice. All right. So next, Madhavi from Germany.
Sir, namaskaram. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for the meditation. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, I have two things and one question and one situation. The question is, I have a lot of nightmares sometimes.
In your
And
sleep
how
state.
to, yeah, do you know that?
Okay.
So it's a lot. When I have meditations with you, then it's really good. Like I sleep very nicely. But yeah, I do meditation, but yeah, sometimes it's very, I think you know, a lot of
Okay.
nightmares.
So we are going to start a meditation program in BEHF India YouTube channel. So
Mhm.
there's going to be 1 hour of meditation every day in the morning from 4:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. So it's going to
4:30,
be
4:30.
4:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. And the most beautiful thing is it's going to be 365 days a year. So that means every
Wow.
single day there's going to be a meditation.
That's wonderful, sir. But 4:30.
Okay. So what you can do is, so it will be a YouTube program. So what you can do is, anytime you get up in your Germany time,
Mhm.
you can get up
Mhm.
and play that. And because every day there will be a 5 minutes of meditation guidance and benefits of meditation. And once in a while, we'll have many masters joining in and they will give a talk. They will give their own experience sharing or talks, or they'll take about a concept for 10-15 minutes. So
Wonderful, sir.
that
Mhm.
so in that way, when you are practicing meditation every day, when you are part of this positive commune, then the nightmares might reduce. Okay, so first you have to understand that the nightmares you are having is actually good thing, because that is a detox. That is your mental detox. So you
Mhm.
don't need to feel bad about it. So all the nightmares are nothing but your mental detox.
Sir.
So
Mhm.
don't worry about
Got it.
it. Just focus on everyday meditation. And also, it is important to be surrounded by positive people. So that is why the Sangha is very important. So when you're
Sir.
surrounded by positive people, you are impacted by all those frequencies. So when you're part of a Sangha who is seeking enlightenment, who is seeking transformation, who wants to live in the truth, so all those vibrations impact you. So that's why the group meditation is very, very powerful meditation, especially the group meditation with the highest intention, where
Mhm.
the group doesn't have any shortcuts, where the group is not believing in any dogmas, where the group is not, depending on any gurus. So where the group is focused on sincerity and seriousness, where they are science, they depend on scientific temper, right? And they believe in themselves and they understand the truth. Only you can help yourself. Nobody can help you, right? You take responsibility for your life. So these are all the very high standards of a spiritual seeker. So when you are
Mhm.
part of this kind of a group, then naturally your vibrations change. Okay.
Sir.
So let me give you some examples. So what you see in front of you and what is behind, there are two things. Suppose what you see in front of you is fear. You are having a lot of fears in your life. You see fear in front of you. So when you cross the fear, what is behind the fear is freedom. So every time you see a fear in your life, you also realize that there is freedom behind the fear. So when you face the fear, there is freedom. Okay. And every time you see challenges in your life, like you can see only challenges. So every time you see challenges in your life, you know that behind the challenges, there is a soul lesson, there is an evolution, there is a growth for you. So
Sir. Mhm.
behind every challenge, there is a growth. Behind every fear, there is freedom.
Sir.
So this is spirituality. Spirituality is able to see what is beyond.
Yes, sir.
Kasturi, yes.
Hi, sir. My name is Kasturi. I'm from Hyderabad. So thank you so much for the meditation. Yeah, my question is that like investing in mutual funds and stock markets I mean, can we be in that part?
You should ask this question to a business expert.
I mean, we are a meditator. Can we do such kind
Okay,
of?
so from the meditation point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, of course. So money, wealth, and spirituality. People have certain apprehensions. People have certain conclusions, or people have certain belief systems, limited belief systems with regards to money and spiritual journey. So let me take this opportunity to answer in general. You asked about mutual funds and stocks. I will answer in general. Money in the hands of a good person, what will that money do? You tell me.
Spend on some, like,
Good
wherever
things.
the money is. Yeah.
So money in the hands of a bad person, what will he use for? Bad things.
Yes.
Yes. So we all want the planet Earth to change. We all want good things for the planet Earth. But majority of the money is in the wrong person's hands. And the people who are good-hearted, the people who are kind-hearted, the people who want good things for everybody, they say, oh, we don't want money. Too much money is dangerous for our spiritual journey, so we don't want money. So they say that we don't want money because the good people are saying they don't want money, and the money is eventually ending up in a bad person or a wrong person or a not so good person's hands. So it is time all the good people on the planet Earth, they start loving money. It is very, very important. All the good people on the planet Earth, they should love money so that more good things can happen on the planet Earth. And it is no way an obstacle to your spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey has nothing to do with how much money you have. Your spiritual journey has something to do with what kind of a mind you have. But it has nothing to do what money you have, how much money you have. So, in general, from the spiritual point of view, yes, go for every kind of money multiplication factors. Passive income, investment in stocks, investment in property, investment in gold bonds, whatever it takes to multiply the money, do it. Because the more the money you have, the more the good things you can do. Right? And wealth is nothing but a trust by God upon you so that you will use it for your own evolution and you will take care of the God's creation. So the money you have is not only for you, it's also for others. So earn a lot of money, accumulate a lot of money, use it on yourself, and also help others. So that is the right attitude. Okay. And paradoxically, some teachers, they say, be contented with what you have. That is also equally true. How come both the situations are true? This is the nature of life. This is the nature of the truth. The aspect of the truth is always paradoxical. You love money, you do your best to get more money. But after you receive the money, you be contented with what you got. You make your best efforts. You make your best efforts. You give your time, you give your energy to get money, wealth. But whatever you get in result, whatever you get in return as a result, with whatever the efforts you've been putting in, what you got in return, you be contented with it. That means there's no disappointment with the results. Do your best. The formula is very simple. Do your best to get a lot of money. But whatever the actual money you got, be contented with that. Okay. So the first point, the most important point is you should love money. Money is very, very important on the planet Earth. Once you vacate the body, you don't need money. But while you are in the planet Earth, money is very, very important. Money is very important to live a comfortable life, to take care of your comforts and needs, and also to take care of others' needs. Money is important. If you don't have money, you cannot take care of your children. You cannot take care of your parents. You cannot take care of the neighbors, right? So money is needed. Like I just announced that we are going to start a project in UK. So UK, London is a very expensive city. How I'm able to say that we are going to do it? Because money is in my way. If there is no money, then I cannot think of enlightening United Kingdom. Because money is there, I'm thinking, okay, we want to enlighten the whole planet Earth. So money is very, very important. Money is important to do a lot of good things. And good people, good-hearted people, they should really love money. Because money is never a hindrance in your spiritual journey. This is one point of view. I'll tell you another point of view. People fear money because the more money they have, more they might get into the wrong path. Okay, because uh, money is such a tool you should be very careful with, or else it will lead you into the wrong direction. It will attract a lot of wrong things in your life. So I'll tell you, if you don't have money, there is no possibility you will do the bad things because you don't have money in the first place. But when you have a lot of money and still you are not doing any bad things, still you are not getting deviated from your spiritual path. In spite of all the money you have, in spite of all the wealth you have, you are not getting deviated from your goals. You are not getting deviated from your quest for self-realization. Then you are a real master. In spite of all the challenges around you, in spite of all the temptations around you, you are still focused. That means you have passed the test. Okay. So money is very, very important for two reasons. One, to take care of you, and number two, to take care of others. The others include your family members, your neighbors, your society, your state, your country, and the whole of the planet. Got it? Yeah. So next is Poonam.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, madam.
So I don't have any question, but I just want to share my experience with the little small video clips which our team members, Lalita Lakshmi ma'am, Krishna Mohan ma'am, Madhvi ma'am are sending. They are really helpful for me as well as the beginners who we are teaching meditation. So those small clips are really encouraging them to get into more details into spiritual science and all these things, sir. So really thanks to everyone, and just wanted to share this feedback about the videos, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks for your feedback, madam. So there is a team, there is a beautiful team who is doing, and so we are officially, we are 10 people in the BEHF team who are doing this digital work. The 10 full-time employees who are doing this beautiful work.
Great
Okay.
work, sir. Great work. Yes,
And
and one more thing, sir. Sorry to
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, really excited about the work which is going to happen through BEHF in Pune itself. I'm Poonam from Pune. So the Pune center will be there. So I'm really excited to work with the team and with you, Master. So thanks for this announcement in today's session, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So thanks for all your contributions, because all your contributions to the Breath Energy Health Foundation is really helping us to employ more people, especially youngsters who are into service. They want to do a lot of service. They have good heart. They want to do service, but their needs are to be taken care. Right? They need to pay salaries, and so that they can take care of their families and their expenditures. So I believe doing service in abundance. There are many people, they tell me, sir, I want to do service, but I don't have money. I said, okay, come to us. We'll take care of you. You be sincere in your work. So this spiritual work can be done in abundance. You don't need to be in poverty consciousness to do spiritual work. You need to be in abundance consciousness. And Breath Energy Health Foundation is setting the right standards and right example for this. Because money for the right purpose, for the right use, is the what we can call, that is what the money is for. Money is for to do the right things, is to do the good things. Money is not meant to be saved in the bank, and money is not meant to be used as a safety measure for the future. No, money is meant to be used for the right things.
Correct,
And
correct.
it should circulate. It should circulate. Money should circulate. And I'll tell you another important point when it comes to money. From the higher dimensions, from the higher master's perspective, money doesn't matter. Who gives how much money is transacted, how much money goes from this place to that place, how much money is put into this ashram, and how much money is put in this kind of pyramids. It doesn't matter. From the master's perspective, money doesn't matter. Only the work matters. What work you are doing on the planet Earth, only that matters. So this is a very, very important understanding when it comes to money. So money doesn't matter, but work matters from the higher perspective. From the physical perspective, work matters. At the same time, money also matters, because the judicious spending of money is very, very important. Okay. And since you are from Pune, I think I have announced last time that we are going to start an ashram in Pune, a small, cozy little ashram in Pune. So near the IT corridor, we are going to start an ashram. We are planning to build a pyramid, possibly 27 by 27 pyramid, 27 feet by 27 feet pyramid. And so that will be the beginning, the entry project in Maharashtra. And we are planning amazing in Maharashtra.
Yes.
Okay, so the work will start very soon. We are in the process of acquiring land and other things. So the work will start very soon. And also we have initiated the research project in Pune. So we are going to, we are reaching out to many universities, colleges, and schools. And we are getting tied up with some research, collaborative research societies, research companies, to get into the official format of the data to reach to the United Nations and the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very
Really
much.
happy. Yes, really happy. Thank you, sir.
So on this note, friends, this is an invitation. If any of you are really interested in service, if any of you are really interested in seva, a full-time service, please contact the team. You can contact Aniket if you are from Maharashtra, North India. You can contact Lalita Lakshmi or Madhavi. And we are here to expand on the global level. We are here to do a lot of work on the global level. We want an enlightened planet Earth. We want the empowerment of every single human on the planet Earth. So that is our vision. So we want a healthy and a happy planet Earth. So any of you guided, please be part of this team. And in any way, tan, man, dhan, in any way, your contribution is welcome, because that is your dharma as well. And also, we are starting in Malaysia at some point of time. We are in the discussions. So Losini is here, because when I see Losini, I remember I'll be traveling to Malaysia in the first week of July. Yes, in Malaysia also, we are going to start the Breath Energy Health Foundation. Feels so good that within the launch of 3 months, we are expanding to multiple countries, and so many people are, coming forward and doing really taking this work forward in a collective way, in the collective consciousness. And this online really helped people from different parts of the world to connect. So happy about it. So next is Abhirami. So we'll take the final 4 or 5 questions before we end the session.
Hello, sir. This is Abhirami from Germany. I feel very grateful and thankful to participate in your classes. I'm participating since last year, January, all the classes. I have one question, sir. Like you mentioned about teachers class, which starts in June. Is there any eligibility criteria for this class?
Yes, there is an eligibility criteria. The eligibility criteria is your intent should be pure and you are looking for self-realization. So primarily you are looking to enlighten yourself and also support others in this journey. So as long as you have this intent, then you are eligible.
Thank you. Because I'm trying to do regularly meditation. My meditation journey is always up and down. It's not stable. But still I'm trying, fighting myself to go into calm state. Thoughtless state. I have not reached that state. So I was doubtful
There is no need.
whether it's...
There is no need for you to reach the thoughtless state, but there is a necessity for you to live a healthy and happy life. What will you do in the no thought state? Tell me. Okay, you are, for example, you are in the no thought state. What will you do with that state? Nothing. In the
Yeah,
no thought
I
state,
feel...
I'll tell you what happens. In the no thought state, your higher self starts communicating with you. Your higher thinking will come. Your higher self will come and say, live life happily. This is just a drama. Don't get stuck in the drama. Don't get stuck in the drama. You have come to the earth to learn something and to do something, to help yourself and to help others. Only two things: to help yourself and to help others, to beautify, to make yourself a little bit more beautiful, and to help others to become a little more beautiful. That's the only reason any person comes to the planet Earth. Live a happy life, celebrated life, and help others live a happy and celebrated life. That's all. So if you have this understanding, you don't need empty mind. You can just start doing the work and live a happy life. Finished. Game over.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, and one more question. Are you planning to give any classes in Germany?
At some point of time, because this time I'm coming to UK on a short visit because I have another appointments. Yeah, soon I'll be coming back to Europe. Then I will. But anyway, we are meeting online. Why should I come in physical to Germany? We are meeting online. The work is
Yes.
getting done.
Last year, I was badly expecting you in Buddha Purnima program. But you were not there that time. Yeah, yes. Then from that time onwards, I thought of asking you this question.
Okay, so we will meet. Definitely, we'll meet. So this time I'm doing one full day session in UK. This, out of 2 days, Buddha Purnima event, one full day is allocated for this meditation and retreat. So yeah, we will meet soon. Yeah, thank you. So the last two questions, Shilpa.
Hello, sir. I am Shilpa from Hyderabad. I've been meditating for 5 years now. I started meditation when I was going through stress in work, and my migraines were back to back, and my son fell very sick. So this triggered me coming into meditation and spirituality. So I took a break. I dropped my job. I moved from US to India. And for the past 3 years, I'm completely spiritual, meditating at least 2 to 3 hours, reading books, teaching meditation, and spending time in nature. So 3 years went by like this, and I have transformed a lot. Now, all of a sudden, the same kind of IT job comes to me with ease and grace. So I'm not into money, and I learned to live without money, with less money also. But now I got the same kind of IT job, which will be stressful, and I will have to take my spiritual life a little, have to keep it aside a bit. So I'm just wondering how this came about. So I feel like it's something that I deserve. So I just took it up. I haven't signed the offer yet, but still it's running in my mind. Is it something that universe is giving me? Because it came with ease and grace. They didn't take any interview. They wanted only me, and they're giving me a good salary. I didn't even ask for more salary. Whatever they asked, they said they will give. I accepted.
Okay. What is your question?
So it's like, am I in the right path? So is it a gift that I have to accept and keep going? And what is there ahead for me in this job?
So very simple. You said it came to you with ease and grace. Anything which comes in your way with ease and grace is meant to be.
Okay.
Okay, very simple. And you might ask the question why it came again. Because of the IT job, I got stressed and I got into meditation. I'm all happy. Why this job comes again? Because now your real job is to get back into the IT job and not get stressed. So you can go back to the job, and you have to go back to the job. Do meditation while you're at home. Practice mindfulness when you're in the workplace. You will become an inspiration to many people around you. So your real job is to practice mindfulness in your workplace and meditation at home, and be happy doing the work. So you become inspiration for all your colleagues. So that is your dharma, and that's why it has come back to you again.
Okay. Yep. Thank you, sir. Yep.
Okay, so the last question, Chandana.
Yeah, sir, namaste.
Yes,
And
madam.
first of all, thank you for your great wisdom. It has made me realize many truths that made my life easy and peaceful. Thank you. Yeah.
Where
So
you're
my
from?
question,
Where you're
I'm
from,
from
madam?
I'm from Hyderabad.
You're from Hyderabad. Okay.
Yeah. So, sir, my question is, so it's been like 7 months I am meditating. I started meditation, and so sometimes, it will be easy for me to meditate for long hours also. But some other time, even to sit for 10 minutes, it will be hard for me. I have to struggle a lot. So, like, why I'm unable to do consistently long hours of meditation is my question. Yeah.
Okay, so some days it is very natural. Some days you are not able to do long hours of meditation because of certain disturbance or because there's too many thoughts and all the things. It is again very natural because in the first level of meditation, the superficial thoughts will come. In the second level of when you go deeper into your meditative practice, then the deeper thoughts, then your emotions, your frozen emotions, everything will bubble up. So there are days where you feel you cannot meditate, meditation is not happening, there's too many disturbances. So those days, make sure you don't open your eyes. That's all. Very simple. You decide to meditate for 1 hour, you don't open your eyes. You decide to meditate for 2 hours, you make a decision, okay, for 2 hours, for the next 2 hours, I don't open my eyes. Whether meditation happens or not, I'm not bothered. So what happens when you don't open your eyes? So you conserve a lot of energy because we lose 80% of our energy through our eyes. So when you close our eyes and sit, you conserve a lot and lot of energy. That energy is sufficient for you to be healthy and happy. Number one. And number two, even though there is a lot of disturbance in the meditation, you make your best effort to bring back to the breath, bring your awareness back to the breath, focus on the breath. In spite of the thoughts are there. But anytime, every time you notice the thoughts, come back to the breath again and again and again. Your focus is to be with the breath. Whether meditation happens or not, you are least bothered. Okay. So the first point, in spite of all the disturbances, in spite of the challenges, don't open your eyes. There itself, you become successful. And the second, while you are closing your eyes, make your best efforts to be with your breath. Good enough. Do your best and leave the rest. The most important thing is, are you sitting for meditation? That is the most important thing. Okay. So thank you very much, friends. And the next week will be just meditation. I'll see if I can able to log in from the workshop, from the seminar hall in UK where I'm doing. If possible, I will log in, or else it will be just a meditation. And we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Namaste to all.